Hey Giants fans, welcome to the Players Lounge presented by Mercedes-Benz. I'm Madeline Burke, joined this week by Giants running back Elijhaa Penny. Thanks for coming on the show.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So this has been a good season for you so far out here. You've been having your role grow a little bit in this Giants offense. How has it been being a New York Football Giant?
I mean, it feels good, just coming to an organization and a franchise with so much history, and it's just a storied franchise. So, being here, it's like, growing up, you hear about the Lawrence Taylors and, Eli Mannings, the David Tyree catch and all that stuff. So just playing here is like, it's like, dang, it's a dream come true.
Right? And David Tyree catch too, you mentioned that. Now he's like one of the coaches. You see him around all the time.
Yeah,
do you remember, cool. Where were you when you were watching that Super Bowl?
I was, that was 2007, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was like 13 years old, and I was at a friend's house. And my friend was going for the Patriots just because they were undefeated that year. Weren't they undefeated?
Yeah, that was the undefeated season.
So yeah, they were undefeated, and the Giants were the wild card team. And I always go for the underdog for some reason. And I liked Eli because we got the same name. Mm-hmm. Everybody called me Eli growing up, so I was like, I'm going for Eli Manning. So, and they were the underdog, and I was at my friend's house, and he was just like, man, the Patriots gonna win. They got Randy Moss, Tom Brady. I'm like, nah, the Giants is gonna win. Eli gonna do this. And then, yeah, I was 13 years old at my friend's house, and the Giants won.
Called it, the wild card and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Speaking of, the Giants still have a shot. Can you believe after the 1-7 start to this season that this team is only a game and a half out of the NFC wild card?
Yeah, that is crazy. Like, that it just shows you like how much like energy, the juice, the faith that the team got in each other. Everybody got each other back around here.
Yeah.
When you go 1-7, usually I know most teams are just probably like call it a wrap but when you still got your best players out here practicing, like Odell and Eli, and we still practicing like we're number one in the playoff race, that's a good sign of like good leadership and a good team.
Yeah, all season it seems like the vibe around this team has still been kind of positive. Guys are having fun with it, all that as well. And we want to hear your questions as well for Eli. First though, David wants to know, who's the best dancer on the team? Speaking of having fun with it, we see everyone out here on
the best dancer. That's a no-brainer. Odell is always dancing. Yeah. Odell is always dancing. Saquon pretty good too. Russell Shepard's pretty good, but Odell, that's a no-brainer.
I feel like Russell Shepard though, low-key like hits those moves.
Yeah,
and he's like, let me.
Russell get it in too. So yeah, probably But Odell is just.
But Odell, that's the champ is here.
Yeah.
Mike says, how's it playing on a team with Eli Manning after watching him in Super Bowl as a kid?
It's like a dream come true. It's like, almost like when I was in Arizona, I was playing with Carson. I was like, wow. Like I grew up a USC fan, and I played with Carson. So being in the same huddle with Eli is just. Sometimes I get stuck just like, dang, this is really Eli Manning in this huddle with me. So sometimes I just have to snap myself up out of it and be like, all right, I got to play ball. But it's definitely like a dream come true because I think he's a future Hall of Fame quarterback.
And like, how crazy is it? Like you had a path, undrafted, signed by the Cardinals. Now you're here with the Giants. How has it been different for you as an undrafted guy coming into this league and kind of finding your rhythm and your niche?
Just staying faithful and then just believing with whatever's best for me, whatever coaches and players think was best for me. I came in undrafted, so I have to take advantage of every opportunity I get, honestly. And then when I was with Arizona, I tried to find my role as a running back, a power runner, but BA didn't run a fullback, so it was like I was kind of like out of a position really.
Yeah.
So I just made special teams my thing. Like I went extremely hard on special teams, and then later on in the season, I started getting carries at running back, and then I scored a couple touchdowns, a couple big games, and I just took my role, and then I said I'm a power runner. Then I got here, I became a fullback, and now I'm trying to expand my role to become like a more athletic fullback, a more hybrid type fullback.
Yeah, you gotta have some fluidity with your game to have longevity, but also like in this offense, Pat Shurmur loves guys who can do more than one thing, and special teams is always valuable as well.
Yeah, special teams is valuable.
Matthew wants to know, if you had to pick one meal to eat for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
A bowl of cereal.
What kind of cereal?
I like all cereal, everything except for Raisin Brans. I do not like Raisin Brans. Raisin Bran is so nasty.
Don't put raisins in my cereal bowl.
Yeah, I don't. They don't belong there. They belong in like trail mix or something. Don't put no raisins. But I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. One of my
then
favorite.
The milk after Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The milk is
though.
crazy.
I'm like, can
milk
we get like
bomb.
a jug of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk and just put that on everything?
A little gallon of that'd be fire. But yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch. I like the Oreos too. They're my favorite.
Do you pour your milk or your cereal in
Cereal
the bowl?
first.
Right.
Cereal first before the milk.
Who puts the milk in the bowl first?
I don't know who do.
Because then the cereal just floats.
Yeah, that's not. That's so wrong. You gotta put. I like everything about cereal. I like hearing the cereal hit the glass bowl.
Yeah.
Like right before I put it in there.
Such a satisfying
It's
sound.
like, and then you just put the. Oh man,
You put the milk in, and you watch the cereal rise up, and then you like just get it to the point where it doesn't fall out of the bowl.
Yeah, I like that. So yeah, cereal.
Cereal strategies are very important.
Yeah, I like cereal. Enchiladas too, but I go with the cereal over anything.
Yeah, cereal is like, you can have that any time of day.
Yeah, I love cereal.
Kristen wants to know, what's it been like transitioning from Arizona heat to New York cold? We were just talking about this too. It's chunky snowing outside right now.
It's a lot of snow on the ground. So Arizona was like extremely hot up until like it gets cool like around like Halloween time, you know. So, you know, the transition is just like huge. You know, me and my fiance just went back to Cali just to, you know, get back used to some Cali weather. My son was getting sick out here, so, you know, it's a huge difference. Like, when I go out to the city, I got to put on gloves, wear a beanie and all that stuff. When coming from Los Angeles and Arizona, you know, I just go outside with a T-shirt, some flip-flops, and I just get going. But
I know.
It's a huge difference.
I moved here from California, and I only owned 3 pairs of socks. And
right.
I'm like,
you're right.
Now you're like, every time you leave the house, you got to put on.
Snuggled.
Snuggle it up. You got to have like a road snuggie kind of going on.
Everything.
Now, your brother, Rashad, plays in the NFL as well for the Seahawks. What's it been like, you know, I mean, I know you helped him a lot through his draft process and stuff like that. How close are you guys? What's your relationship like?
We talk every day, just about him. He asks me a lot of questions. He's like a question guy. He asks a lot of questions. So, you know, just helping him, like, just trying not to hit that wall, that rookie wall, because he's like, you know, sometimes your rookie year is like your longest year of your life. You know, you go through your senior season, then you go through the draft process. You got senior bowls. You got flying out to these different teams and all that. So this is like the longest year of your life. So, you know, I just try to prep him with that and just tell him, like, you know, rest is important, sleep is important, taking care of your body is important. So just really trying to help him transition to being a pro is, you know, kind of like my main focus with him, trying to just help him become a pro.
And also, too, just like the amount of work that goes into an NFL team as opposed to a college team is very different.
It's really different.
But being your younger brother, I mean, how much do you think like him trying to keep up with you and all that kind of stuff helped his game? What was it like playing football with you guys growing up?
So we didn't play football growing up. We played like on the streets, like just like we played a game called sideline pop. So we played in the streets. But if you was like running next to a car, like we'd hit you next to the car. So that's like the only experience we had playing football.
Wait, what is sideline pop?
It's like we played, and so we lived on like our street was kind of like narrow, but we had like cars on this side, cars on this side.
Okay.
So if you were like in the middle of the street, we'd just do 3-second hold, like hold you for 3 seconds, all right, you down.
Okay.
But if you running on the sideline, because usually the faster guys, and he was always a fast guy, so if you running on the sideline, it's like we gotta try to hurt you. So
just get him, like slam him into the car.
So you know, sideline pop if you by the grass and we just hit you, and you know.
Did you ever do some damage to a car?
A lot of cars. A lot of cars.
A lot of cars.
Yeah.
And then Natalie wants to know, what is your favorite thing to do in the off season?
My favorite thing to do, I like making music and I like traveling. I like traveling the country. So yeah, or just anything that just got to do with traveling. I like traveling and making music.
All right. Well, Elijhaa Penny, thank you so much.
Don't do that.
Eli Penny, thank you so much for joining us in the Players Lounge presented by Mercedes-Benz. We'll be back every week right here on Facebook Live.